For me, racing is like the joy of being alive. I just think it's the most fantastic thing.
You do really hustle these cars. They are obviously precious to a degree, but you've got to drive them on the ragged edge.
My name's Nick Sleep, and I'm one of the governors of the members meeting, racing a 1980 Rover SD1, and it's the car that won the French Touring Car Championship in 1982 with René Mech. And it's the first car, it was a British Leyland works car developed by Dave Price, and it's the first car in the line, that whole SD1 Racing Rover 1980s, the first car in that line is this car.
So I'm Chadwick, and members meeting I'm going to be driving two cars, one being the Rover with Nick Sleep, and also the Mustang with Andy Yule. So very excited, making my debut. Never driven both cars before, so yeah, very excited about it.
Yeah, we're testing, so after the 24-hour race, we've got new engine, new gearbox, new rear axle. We need to check that the car works. We're putting Jamie in the car and checking that she's comfortable with it, so she's got time in the car, time on the track, and we're just checking the whole thing is ready to go racing.
So today, just testing really. I've never driven the cars. I've actually never properly driven the track, so yeah, just getting used to everything. Members meeting, I'm sure it's going to come quick and fast at us. I know everyone says it's relaxing and enjoyable weekend, but it's also going to be competitive, I'm sure. We're going to want to do our best, so yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think today it's obviously not the best weather, but it's good to just get comfortable in the cars and meet with the guys and yeah, get a feel for it all.
It's lovely. It's long wheelbase, wide track. You can huge drift angles if you want them. It's very safe, very stable. You can have the back out and hold it there for quite a long period of time. So it's very nice like that.
The car's very different to anything I've driven really. I've done a little bit of historic stuff, but not a huge amount. And a lot of the nature of it is you do really hustle these cars. They are obviously precious to a degree, but you've got to drive them on the ragged edge. Obviously the weather's not great today, so it's pretty slick out there. But yeah, just getting used to feeling the car, dancing around. It's not a whole lot of grip anyway, especially from what I'm used to. So yeah, just getting used to that.
The Lavant's great because it's wet, and it's a relatively slow corner, so you can just play with the car all the way around. It's quite fun. Ford water, in contrast, is a bit scary because there's puddling water. It's very fast. There's a rise and a dip, and you just want to make sure that you're going to land the other side of that corner safely, and that's a bit more hairy.
Oh, Nick's great. Honestly, everyone I find in this environment is just super helpful and friendly, and Nick especially. He keeps saying he just wants me to enjoy it, but I obviously want him to have the best weekend as well. So yeah, we're just working through it. I think yeah, it's going to be fun sharing the car with him on the race weekend. Like I said, I'm sure we're going to get more competitive as it goes on, but it's great to have him.
Well, Jamie's got, you know, she's got more talent than you know the rest of us all combined, and I'm conscious that it's the first time in this car. It's conscious for her, it's the first time at this circuit. Delighted to have her along. It's absolutely fantastic. And normally you get some of these racing drivers can be a bit sort of, they think they know everything. She doesn't. She's lovely, down to earth, grounded, you know, modest, but obviously very, very good. So she went out in the car just now and she's wheel spinning all the way down the start-finish straight. Perfect, that's exactly what we want.
Very excited for members meeting. Need to do a few more laps before I feel ready, but yeah, definitely very excited.
Engines now beginning to fire up, and we're getting ready here of the 81st members meeting.
Excited for sure. I think yeah, just feeling all the atmosphere. It's such a special place, I guess, and yeah, to actually make my debut racing this weekend feels a lot more special. So yeah, just looking forward to it. I think no pressure, hopefully, just try and enjoy it and yeah, make the most of the weekend.
It's lovely to be back. It's, you know, the sun's shining, it's not raining, it's not cold. It's not windy. I mean, you know, Goodwood's fluked it again. It's unbelievable. But yeah, I'm absolutely delighted to be back.
The sun's shining today, so that's going to be a bit better, I think, for us. But yeah, straight into quali. So yeah, it's been a while since I've done that. So it's not going to be easy, but I'm really looking forward to it. And Nick's been great helping me through it. So yeah, let's see how we can go. I mean, the grid is insane. Like, I look at the names in it, and I think just to be racing a lot of those names in general is very cool. So yeah, I think no pressure or expectation in qualifying. I think we're literally going in a bit blind, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Well, you obviously want to do as well as possible. We're going to play expectations down, but you obviously want to get a result, and as soon as we're out there, doesn't matter who it is, you're all going to be competitive. So I want to do well. We obviously want to get a good result, but yeah, ultimately we want to have fun as well. Session in the end, so yeah, just about enough time to get up to speed, and I end up in a few battles. It was quite busy out there, so yeah, a little bit of pace to find, but it was really good fun.
Oh, the car's fantastic. Car handles beautifully. So it's not hugely powerful. It's about 300 brake horsepower, and sort of you notice that as the laps going, as the straights are going on. But the brakes are a bit spongy, but the handling is fantastic. So you can turn it under power around Lavon and around Woodcote, and the car's just beautiful. It just handles there, handles there, handles there. And then going into the chicane, as you flick for the left on the chicane, it lifts the front wheel, the inside front wheel, which is great. It's nice, just a nice feeling. So yeah, the car handles wonderfully. So.
Yeah, the car felt really nice. Ran perfectly. Unfortunately, I can't blame the car. That's the only annoying thing. But yeah, really nice car. I'm really looking forward to the race now. I think it'll be a really nice car for the race.
Went out last because they're quite light, because they've got a clear lap ahead of us. Got a couple of laps in, and then going into Lavon, the car that was 2 ahead of me blew its engine and dropped a lot of oil. And the cars that were immediately ahead of me all went off, and we took a line around and got around. So it was a pity. That was a relatively quick lap, but it doesn't really matter. So it's fine. You forget how fast this circuit is, how thin it is, and how it's about, a fast lap is about not braking. It's braking less than you think you need to brake, and it takes a little while to get dialed in. So only had a few laps, and I'll remember that for this afternoon.
Feeling good. We're a bit further back than maybe I think both of us would have liked, but I think that's going to make this race a bit more fun. I'm starting the race, so yeah, a little bit of a battle to get through to maybe a slightly better position, but it should be good fun.
Yeah, it's the joy of being alive, you know. I know I say that, but it's just, look at it. We've got a setting sun at Goodwood with a blossom and sunny skies, and it's dry. I mean, we should be so lucky, right? So yeah, it's fantastic.
Slippery. I'm sure it's going to be a bit of a chaotic race anyway. It's a big entry and a lot of really competitive drivers. So yeah, I think just keeping our nose clean, picking our battles. I think we're making big progress throughout lap by lap. So yeah, just trying to continue that.
And then further down, Chadwick will be doing her first race at Goodwood in the Rover. The Gordon Spice Trophy, all set to get underway here at Goodwood. The race is underway, and it's a good start. Chadwick, who's not raced here at Goodwood in the past. She's done a festival of speed. She's racing in America at the moment, and a multiple W Series champion, of course. You've raced against her many times, Alice. She's really adapted to a very different style of car, isn't she?
Yeah, I saw Jamie earlier on, and she was saying, yeah, this is certainly different. As you said, her first time here racing on this Goodwood circuit.
But Nick Sleep now had taken over from Jamie Chadwick.
Super fun. It was pretty chaotic. I think we were nursing a little bit of an engine issue, so I couldn't get too stuck in, but honestly a lot of fun, and yeah, glad to bring it home in one piece for Nick, and yeah, just a lot of fun.
It's just so exciting. You've got all these cars around you, the cars moving around, it's all, you've got different types of cars with different characteristics. Some are braking late, some are braking early, just a hoot. Everybody's driving really nicely, really safely, you know, 20 minutes has never seemed so long. It's sort of just, you know, time just ekes out in front of you. But the car's great. We've got a little problem with it, and it's not really pulling properly. It's almost, there's a bit of a misfire, and I don't know why. So we'll try and sort that for tomorrow, but that's a shame. We're still doing okay. It's fine, you know.
Yeah, the start's quite cramped. There's not a whole lot of room there, so yeah, I didn't know how stuck in or not to get, and then yeah, enjoyed it. Made a few positions up, and then had a couple of little engine niggles that kind of stopped our progress anymore, but it was still fun. Handed over to Nick, and he did a great job to sort of bring it home nicely for the finish.
Jamie's been fabulous. It's been a really nice weekend. Didn't know her beforehand. She's fitted right in. Lap time, she got hold of the car. Lap time's coming down all the time, and I'm here with my 3 daughters, and they're the same age, and she just fitted straight into the family. So it's perfect, absolutely perfect.
Oh, Nick was great. Yeah, he's like he'd probably tell me off if I said father figure, but like he's a very yeah, caring person that's helped me a lot in the kind of transition. So yeah, it's been great. Very nice to share a car with him, and yeah, hopefully we can do it again in the future.
Coming up for its final race of the weekend, and if you're still here and still watching, I hope you can enjoy this one. We're going to love it because it's such a mix of saloon cars from the 70s and 80s that will be racing hard as possible.
Yeah, really excited. Had absolutely completely shattered this morning. Got in the car for the Mustang race. Huge shot of adrenaline, and that sort of, it's like the best wake up you've ever had. So I'm really looking forward to this race. Yeah, I'm on the front row. Just because it's a reverse grid, that's slightly embarrassing on one level. It's fine, it's absolutely fine. But yeah, so I'm just going to go as fast as I can. I think it's minis either side. So if I can, I don't know, if I can get ahead of them down the straights and get a bit of a gap, then that's great. But otherwise, I'm just going to have to watch out for them because they'll be down on the inside. At every corner, they'll be on the inside somewhere, and that's a, you know, really careful with the guys. But yeah, it's only 15 minutes. You just go as fast as you possibly can, and you haven't got much time to settle in. You know, a bad start, which is quite possible, is going to be a big problem. So, you know, so one of the issues we have with the car is it has a very tall differential. So getting away at the start is quite difficult. You have to give it lots and lots of revs and hold the revs really until you get the car really moving, and then it'll pull quite well. But it's a bit too tall for a standing start. I've been delighted top 10. I mean, look at the people here. You know, these are good racing drivers, fast cars. They know what they're doing. I'd just be actually. You know, in the last race we're doing, I had a good friend in his elan ahead of me, a good friend in his elan behind me, going down the Lavant Straight and at full speed, all of us racing as fast as we possibly could. It's like a kind of lifetime memory, and that's what makes this so special. And so it's those kind of moments that you really want. If we do well, we do well, but that moment of racing with my friends down the straight, I mean, fantastic. You know, I should be so lucky. Just glorious.
Green flag from the back of the grid. We're ready for the final race at the members meeting at Goodwood in 2024. Flag goes down, away go the minis. Good start, and as ever from the second row, good start from Nick Swift, but actually from pole, Larry Moore making a very good start. Number 64, that is Larry. He's on the inside, but round the outside goes Nick Swift in the blue and white mini, and he may be brave enough to go right round the outside here. Look how close the minis are. I love the way they wobble around through a fast corner like that, and it is Nick who's taken the lead.
It is, and look, they're almost blocking the faster, more powerful engines behind. And I said to you, Ben, off air, that we were so excited, weren't we, to see these minis lining up on the front. It's getting ever so close, though, further on behind.
Yeah, absolutely. The Camaros are already forcing their way through. I think that James Thorpe is one of those. Jack Tetley certainly has made a good start, but I think James Thorpe's made an even better one. So Nick Swift is in the advance. Oh, there's a contact between the Mini and a Rover, and that's our poleman, Larry. Oh, they make into contact again. My goodness, I'm amazed they didn't get collected and T-boned by a bunch more cars there.
Well, going into Lavant, there's a big confusion of cars. Cars all got all bunched up.
Now, there's an initial contact between the Rover and the Mini there. All right, and then he goes off on the grass, and then they make contact, ironically, that they make contact again together.
And as we went around the beginning of Lavant, I got collected. And nothing you can do about it. It's unfortunate, it's not Larry's fault, it's just one of those things. But it's a shame, and there's a little bit, at the last second as I saw it, I could see the car in the corner of my eye, I just thought, oh, it's okay, it's a Mini, it'll be all right. But of course, just look at the damage. So it's just, you know, racing incident, it's a pity. Some of it's been absolutely fantastic, and even this, you know, if you can't put up with this, you shouldn't go racing. So this is sort of, doesn't happen very often, but it does happen. So, but no, it's been brilliant. It's been really brilliant. And Goodwood have been brilliant. The whole organisation's been brilliant, and so we've had a lovely time.